I'm going to make some microwave popcorn. So I would like for you all to watch me and how I actually do this. So the instructions basically says that I got to put it in the microwave. This side down. Just going to wait for it to heat up. It's not popping. Get a little impatient. Not popping. No. It's supposed to pop right away, isn't it? Instant pop, you know. What's going on? This is ridiculous. Well, here's the bottom line. I want popcorn, I want it now. I want success, I want it now. Isn't it supposed to start popping like right away? I mean, well, the reality is if you let it keep on cooking, eventually, after it starts to heat up long enough, consecutively, it'll start to pop. You start hearing it pop, right? See, what happens in network marketing is a lot of times people, unfortunately, they expect that they're going to have immediate success. And when they don't, they give up. They walk away from the microwave. Stopping, starting, stopping, and starting. I'm actually engaging right now in a 90-day run. 90 days of pain for a lifetime of gain. If you can just give your business concerted, focused effort for 90 consecutive days, not 90 days spread out over a year, but 90 days consecutively in a row. If you do this for 90 seconds consecutively in a row, you'll get popcorn like I'm getting right now. But if you put it on for 10 seconds, open it, close it, 10 seconds, open it, close it, you're never going to eat any popcorn. So I'm going to go ahead and obviously that's done, but I want you guys to understand my point here. Okay, on a 90-day run, it's not 3 days of excited effort and then taking a weekend off. And then a couple of days and then getting lazy again. It's not stop, start, stop, start, start, stop. What you need to do is for 90 days. Okay, 90 days is like 90 seconds. A second in the microwave for popcorn is like a day in your 90-day run for building your network marketing business. So all I would suggest for you to do, because I've proven this out many times over my 15-year career with my company, I've made millions of dollars, and it all stemmed from a 90-day run of all-out 100% focus that's made me over $15 million now. So my recommendation for you is to embark right away with a team-wide 90-day run and get your calendar out and make sure you fill in every single white space in your calendar with a lunch meeting, a one-on-one or a two-on-one meeting, a weekly briefing you're bringing prospects to, a webinar, a conference call. All out income producing activity for 90 days will change your life. And I promise you, you'll get the results if you do this. Take care, guys.
I believe desire and will to win is everything. I don't know why I'm like I am, but my butt's always burning. There's always something say, Art, dadgummit, you're supposed to go for it. Art, dadgummit, you're supposed to be somebody. You're supposed to make a difference with your life. What does the $500,000 a year person do? The $50,000 a year person doesn't do. You look at the outside and study those two individuals, everything seems to be the same. They both are the same sex, they both are the same age, they have the same training, the same positions, the same contract, the same fringe benefits. They both are successful, they work hard, they're good family people, make tough commitments. But what's the difference? What does the $500,000 a year person do? The $50,000 a year person doesn't do. He pays the price and a little bit more. He works hard and a little bit more. He's loyal to the company and a little bit more. He believes in a little bit more. He makes money and a little bit more. He saves money and a little bit more. If you want to win in these United States, you got to be tough and you can't quit. The last thing I'll talk to you about today in building this winning edge is, folks, if you want to win in business, you got to be a leader. Leadership is everything. You show me anything in these United States that win, I'll show you a leader at work. You show me a successful church, Boy Scout troop, club, football team, business, I'll show you something run by a leader. See, I thought at one time in my life you had to be smart to win. I used to have these smart people that dress so pretty and talk so pretty and use these big words. They just intimidated me. And I said, Art, you can't ever be that good. Why don't you just throw in the towel and go on back and coach football for a living? And I found two things out about smart people. I think it's almost impossible for a smart person to win in business in America today. Because I find smart people spend their whole lifetime figuring things out. They're always trying to figure out an easier way and a quicker way. And another thing I found out about smart people is they just don't get around to doing nothing. And see, somebody like Art Williams, everybody says, well, he can't do it. And somebody like that can't do it. But he does it. See, folks, I want you to know almost everybody in America almost does enough to win. They almost get there. They almost are over the hump. They almost have it going. They almost, in everything they do, almost is a way of life to almost everybody in America. But the winners do it. What do? They do whatever it takes to get the job done. They do it and do it and do it and do it and do it until the job gets done. And then they talk about how great it is to be somebody they're proud of. We need leaders in America who can do it. If you want to become somebody, do it. If you want to go in business for yourself, do it. If you want to become financially independent, do it. I hear too much talk in these United States. Everybody can talk a good game. We need people in America who can do it. I go all over this country with A.L. Williams, and I have people say, Art, you can count on me. Wonderful. Just do it. Art, I guarantee you this is my last stop. I'm going to win now. Super duper. Just do it. Art, if I could just have one good month and get the ball going, I know I could make it big. Super. Just do it. Art, if I could just pay off this debt, I could really go. Great. Just do it. Art, if I could just sell my house. Do it. But houses ain't selling. Do it anyway. Art, I'm not making any money. What can I do? You just do it. Do what, Art? You do it and do it and do it. Art, I guarantee I'm going to win this contest. Super duper. Just do it. Art, I'm over the hump now. Watch my smoke. Great. Just do it. Art, I want to make it so bad I can taste it. What I do? You just do it. Art, I'm a vice president now. Can I quit doing it? No. Art, I don't know if I can keep on keeping on. I'm really hurting. What I do? You just do it. Do what, Art? You do it and do it and do it. Art, all my life I wanted to be somebody important. Well, what do it then? Art, I'm going to save money so I don't have to go through this again. Great. Just do it. Art, I don't feel like I've had enough training. What I do? You just do it. Art, my manager don't give me no help. What I do? You just do it. Art, you don't understand. I was Mr. Everything at my former company. You don't mean I have to start off down at the bottom and do it, do you? Yep, you really got to do it. Art, what's the primary difference between winners and losers? The winners do it. They do it and do it and do it and do it until the job gets done. And then they talk about how great it is to finally have achieved something unique. And how glad they are that they didn't quit like everybody else. And how wonderful it is to finally be somebody they're proud of and make a difference with their life. Thank you.
Number one is decision. Number two is skills. Number three are your habits. It's so important for you to come up with a baseline of daily habits What is a baseline that you can create that you will do each day? Doesn't need to be, 8 hours. How many of you are part-time? Show of hands, please. Okay? For the part-time people, are there 2 or 3 things that you could do every day in your business that will move you forward? Can you commit to the daily discipline of turning that, what you should do, into a habit? When that I should becomes an I must, when that I should becomes it's part of me, I get up, I brush my teeth, I do these habits, I go to bed. When those become ingrained, you will be distracted from your daily grind long enough to have your dreams take root. Here's what I mean by that. Most of you have your dreams are open and ready. The ground is good. You're in a good space. You've been here for a couple days. You're tired, but you're hungry, right? You're ready. But then guess what happens? You go home and you get right back into your loop, right back into the grind, right back into the daily stuff, and people start pulling at you and distractions start showing up, and pretty soon it's been 4 days and you haven't even thought about your business. And those are lost days. You're not going to get those back. And then you go to a meeting or you hear a call, you see something on Facebook, you go, oh yeah, my dream. And you practice that for a day. And because it's not a habit yet, it's real easy to lose a week, isn't it? That week's gone. However, if you'll engage in daily activities for 365 days, I don't care how simple it is, use the product or service, share it with other people, talk to people about their entrepreneurial dreams, do those 3 things, engage in a little bit of personal development. Do that every day for 2017, and you will separate yourself from all the wannabes and all the I shoulds and I could and I hope, because you'll be distracted from the grind. You know what I'm saying? All of you have a primary and a secondary focus in your life. The primary focus is where you're spending your time, where your mind goes. You know what I'm saying? And most of your primary focus is on your job. Most people. Their primary focus, that's where they spend their time. That's what they worry about. That's where their nightmares are about. That's where their dreams are about. That's where all of their focus is. Their worries are all around that. And if that stays primary and your network marketing hopes and dreams are secondary, your network marketing business becomes the moon, and your job becomes the sun. And when the sun comes out, you don't see the moon anymore. And until you switch to primary, where your hopes and dreams inside of your network marketing business, your aspirations inside of this profession become primary, not necessarily full-time, not necessarily all the hours, even if it's only 10 hours a week. But if that's where your dreams are, if that's where your imagination is, if that's where your focus is, you go, serve your employer to be able to provide value inside of that community, that's fine. But they don't have your dreams, they don't have your imagination. So understand, this is the old biblical principle, you can't serve 2 masters, it's the same thing. Understand this. Until your network marketing business becomes primary, there's only so far you're going to go. And the way for it to become primary is to engage in daily, simple, little things that you can do, and you can share, and you can teach. That you don't have to be skilled to do. You don't have to be superstar to do. You just have to do. So one of your assignments is this. What are the simple habits that I will agree to engage in, not for a week, not for 30 days, but for a year? For all of 2017, every single day. What am I going to engage in order to be able to keep this primary in my mind and not let the world distract me from my true potential? You understand what I'm saying? Habits. What are your habits?
Well, hello and good evening, everybody. If you can hear me, please type yes for me in the chat box. I would very much appreciate it. Fantastic. Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, everybody from around the world. My name's Nikos, and I'm coming to you live from Vancouver, Canada. I'm a Karatbars professional inviter and a very proud partner of Bronze Director with the one and only Synergy Gold Group. I want to extend a special welcome to all of our brand new partners and guests for tonight's incredible live Synergy Gold Rush training. We have got something very special for all of you this evening. If you are here for the first time, please type me in the chat box down below for me. I'm going to go through just a little bit of housekeeping first, everyone. If you would, number one, please set the chat feature from from panelists to panelists and everyone, and type it in there. Number two, if you would like to have a virtual applause, we encourage dialogue and some conversation here, acknowledgement with everybody. Great job, everyone. So if you'd like to do what Christine just did, press shift and the plus sign as a virtual applause. Maybe type 113, or on a scale of 1 to 4 nines. We like to keep the energy up in the room, and you want to stay right to the very end because the last 5 minutes are going to be the best, folks. We encourage everybody, please keep your questions until the end, and we will get those questions answered if they are specific to the Gold Rush training. And if not, we'll get them answered with your director. You want to make sure that you grab a pen, grab your Gold Rush guide, turn off your cell phones, and turn up your speakers, folks. This is an important and exciting information. We're pleased to bring prosperity to the planet, and this is a special time for us all. Once again, a shout out to our new partners and our existing affiliates, our leaders who are here with their teams. And if you've been in a week, a month, or even a year, if you've just started, if this is something that you'd like to do and commit your life to, folks, and into your prosperity and abundance, this is the time that you can either start and or restart your business. Not now, but right now, everybody, it begins. All of our success can be found by committing to the principles of the Gold Rush Guide. And when you commit to the system will take care of you. Now, folks, it's a very special honor for me to introduce our newest presenter tonight. She is here for the first time, and just a little bit about our presenter. Right from day one, she has literally been a student of the system. She has been the most teachable, the most coachable, and committed not only to her why, but to mastery of the system. And she has just reached the rank of Bronze Director and is now rushing to Gold Director and to the Golden Brick Wall, everybody. Please give a virtual round of applause and a big warm welcome to our newest Bronze Director and Synergy Gold Group presenter from Navarre, Florida, Vicki Patterson, Bronze Director. Vicki, it's all yours. Take it away.
Thank you for that wonderful introduction, Nikos. Can you hear me?
I certainly can. Thank you.
Awesome, awesome. Okay, so let's just quick do a handoff. Make sure you are seeing my screen and not Nikos. Okay, well, welcome everybody. Like Nikos said, I am brand new Bronze Director, Vicki Patterson. I just made it last week, like literally last week on the 10th, after the cutoff. So it's been an exciting ride, and I'm looking forward to what we're going to do together in the future. Like Nikos said, all of our success can be found by committing to the principles in the Gold Rush training, and I can't emphasize that enough. When I decided to commit, when I decided to engage, Nikos and my sponsor Rob would say, Vicki, go watch this tutorial video. Okay. And I would do it, and I would come back and I'd say, okay, I did it, now what? And then they'd say, go get you a Mac account. And I'd go do it. And then I'd come back and say, okay, I got my Mac account, what's next? And literally they just hand fed me piece by piece by piece. And that's why I'm here with you today. It's not that I'm anything special. I am what they call, okay, these are their words, not mine, the poster child for committing to the system. So I did what they said. I plugged into the Gold Rush training, and here I am. So a little bit about me. For those of you who haven't met me yet, I served in the United States Air Force and Air Force Reserve for just over 30 years. I retired a couple years ago, and for those of you who don't know, when you retire from the reserve, you don't get the pension. You don't get to draw any money until you're 60 years old. So I had about 13 years of what they call gray area, where you're eligible for retirement, but you're not drawing the money yet. So I needed to do something else. I married my husband in 2010, and right away he started teaching me and the children the importance of owning physical metal in your hands, of having the metal. So when I heard about Karatbars, when I heard about acquiring gold in small increments, for me it was a no-brainer. I went up and introduced myself to Rob after the networking breakfast where we met, and I engaged immediately as far as being a customer, and that was my intent, was just to be a customer. And then I went to Atlanta, to the event in Atlanta last year. I don't know why, I just found myself buying a ticket, and I went, and I met Mr. Seitz, and I got to meet some of the other team members, and I came back, and I told Rob over coffee, I said, you know what, this is important, and this is urgent. And I struggled with changing direction, but I realized that this is important, and what I was doing was fun, and I liked the company and I love the people, but this is important. And so I have switched my focus over to Karatbars. So I'm coachable, I'm teachable, and if you are coachable and teachable, then you can achieve the success. You can go bronze director and beyond. I'm nothing special, I'm just coachable. So let's get started. All right, welcome to tonight's edition of the Gold Rush Training, everybody. We have a 90-day rush to director, and this training is every Friday at 9 o'clock Eastern time. So do the mental math for whatever time zone you're in. It's always in the same place, synergygoldgroup.com. That is your one-stop shop for all things to do with the team Synergy Gold. So if you direct your people there, you can find the Gold Rush training, you can find all manner of training videos, that's just one website, everything's there. So this is a good visual of the journey that we're going to go on as we climb the mountain, as we go to director. What I love about this company is that everybody starts in the same place. Everybody starts at the lower elevations from a free account. So you get your free account, and then you can be a gold saver, and if that's all you ever want to do, that's fine. We love our gold savers. For those that, however, decide they want to build a business, you're going to want to work on your 113. What is 113? One package, you get a marketing package. You get on 1 gram of auto exchange, whether it's weekly or monthly, whatever you're comfortable with. And then you help 3 people do the same. How many people do we have here in the room? Put it in the chat for me. If you have gone 113, or if you have somebody 113 on your team, let's see it in the chat. Who else 113? Look at that, Shelly. We got 2 Shellys, Shelly Rayner and Shelly Barnaby. Bronze Director Nikos, Gold Director Elite Priska. Okay, see, that's awesome. It works, people. It works. Thank you very much. So the next step after 113, you help those people become 113, and you're on your way to director. And again, one of the things about this team, you get the coveted director shirt. You get this nice polo with the Synergy logo and director embroidered right on it. And it makes you look professional. And you'll see that I'm not wearing one because I literally just made director last week. I'm told mine is in the mail, so hopefully the next time you see me on camera, I will have my black director t-shirt on. The next step is helping more people go 113, and then you are gold director. You are on the Golden Brick Wall in Stuttgart, Germany, and we'll talk a little bit more about that later. You're at 5% on the unilevel bonus. You participate in the Karatbars pools, and you're in the gold fund. And then for those that really, really want to work, you can become an elite, and that's where you're breaking gold directors and you become an elite yourself. You're at 5.5 to 6% of the unilevel bonus. You're getting gold added to your account weekly. You're in another pool. You're getting more gold, and this is just a fabulous plan. So you can see there's a couple of dips and valleys, and you're going to have some setbacks, but for the most part, it's a wonderful journey, and I can't wait for the rest of my climb up that hill. So let's talk about this 113. This is the Golden Brick formula. This is your building block to success. So again, it's one marketing package for you. There's 6 to choose from. You pick the one that you feel comfortable with. The goal is to always achieve VIP status. You might have to upgrade from time to time. If you can start out at VIP, that's fabulous. If you can't, get where you can. Get in where you fit in is what they say. And get where you can, and you can upgrade. Get your package, get on auto exchange, and then you help 3 people do the same. It's brilliant. It is simple, it's brilliant, and it works. Okay, let's talk about mindset. Your mindset is so very important. First of all, for our brand new partners, make a decision right now. Get a pen, grab a pen, put it in your calendar. 1 year from today, I am still going to be here. Okay, you're going to have things happen. Life gets in the way. The hot water heater is going to crap out on you, or your alternator on the car might blow up. Things happen. It's very important that you stay the course and that you decide now, ahead of time, that you're going to be here. Okay, let's crystallize your thinking. Focus on your vision. Concentrate on what you want. Don't waste any mental energy on what you don't want. That just wastes time, and it brings those things to you. Know your why. Why are you doing Karatbars? Your why should make you cry. I have a very dear friend who says why stands for what hurts you. It should be strong. It should be powerful. It should wake you up at night. It should get you out of bed at 7 o'clock in the morning when you plan on sleeping in. What hurts you? Is it aging for elderly parent? Is it taking care of elderly parents? Is it leaving a legacy to your grandchildren? Is it building a house? Whatever it is that's important to you, it's important to you, so you need to work on it and concentrate on it. What are your goals? Earlier, Nikos mentioned the Gold Rush Training Guide. If you don't already have this printed out, I recommend that you print it out and have it with you the next time you go through this training. Your goals are right there on page 2. You should be filling this out if it's not already filled out. I'll just show you mine real quick. Okay? It gives you the opportunity to really think about what you want to do, what you want to accomplish. Where do you want to be 5 years from now? Where do you want to be 3 years from now? Let's break it down. 1 year. How about a 90-day run? 90 days, what are you going to do within the next 90 days to set yourself up for success? And then expect success. Expect it. When you expect it, when you know it's going to happen, you send that energy out into the universe and it comes back to you. And I'll give you a little example from my own personal journey thus far. When I first heard about 113, I thought, oh man, that's going to be hard to do. How am I going to do that? And I was concentrating on how difficult it was. Well, then I got the pleasure of starting to work with Nitsa, and she told me, okay, Vicki, you're going to be 113 by next week. And I almost fell out of my chair. But you know what? Nitsa expected it. She believed in me, and I didn't want to disappoint her. So I started expecting it, and I made it just like that. Whereas before I thought it was going to be hard to make 113 in a month, I made it in a week. So you can too. Okay, and your attitudes. Your attitudes are everything. your philosophy, you know, if you're Eeyore, oh, hello, hey, Christopher Robin. Okay, no, you're not going to attract people with energy. You're not going to attract the movers and shakers to you. You have to be upbeat. You have to know where you're going. You have to have posture, as they say. And mention practice the slight edge philosophy. For those of you who are not familiar with that, The Slight Edge is a great book by Jeff Olson. I highly recommend it. And it talks about just doing the little things. And for those of you that were here early and you saw the Eric Worre video, he talked about that too. What are you going to do on a daily basis? It's easy to sleep in once and not go to the gym. And it's probably not going to affect your life. But when you do it the next day, and the next day, and the next day, you set yourself up for failure. But when you roll out of bed at 7 o'clock in the morning or 5:30 or whatever it might be, and you lace up your shoes and you go out for your walk or you run along the beach or whatever it is, you get into success habits. And when you do those daily, they compound and they really, really bring you your success. Okay, let's rush to your story. What exactly does that mean? Well, we're going to complete your 113 in 30 days or less. And like I said, I was able to do mine in a week just because it was expected of me. Then you want to rush to director by helping those people hit 113. You're going to get on the golden brick wall by helping another set of people go 113. And we're going to build in 90-day cycles. So if you have been with us for a while, the current 90-day cycle ends June 10th. For those of you that are brand new, today started a new Carrot Bars week. Start your 90-day cycle right now. You can start your 90-day cycle whenever you want. Excuse me, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, we need to get plugged in. What exactly does that mean? Help your new partners go through the process. Don't just tell them, oh, go do this. No, we sit down and we do it with them. You've heard Nico say, you've heard Nitsa say, control equals income. Sit down with them. And if you're long distance, get on a Zoom webinar and walk them through the process. Who was here before Carrot Bars had this step 1, step 2 on the dashboard? We got any oldies in here? Show me in the chat box. Okay, Prisco is here, Nikos was here. Okay, is this not so wonderful that the company has done this for us, where they help us lead our new people right through the process? Step 1, step 2, step 3. I mean, you don't have to be a genius to do it, but do it with them, help them, especially if you have somebody who's a little older and maybe not so savvy technologically, and we all have those people in our business, don't we? So take them through the process and just left to right. Step 1, get your package. Send them the Gold Rush brochure so they can see the different packages and what is available to them and what the payouts are. Step 2, help them upload their KYCs. In my personal limited experience, every time I have somebody that has KYCs that were not approved, it's because they did it themselves. It's because their sponsor or their director didn't assist them. When they're assisted, they get through because we know what to do, we know what to expect. So help them. Don't let them get frustrated by having to upload the same document 5 times. Order their MasterCard, step 3. If they're going to build a business, they're going to want to get paid. So help them get their MasterCard ordered right away because, as we all know, it takes a couple weeks to come in. Step 4, get on auto exchange. This is the backbone of our system. This is where things are steady. We get it, and it comes in week after week, month after month. This is just the way to do it. And then finally, step 5 is the Carrot Bars Academy. If you haven't poked through that, that's got some pretty interesting things on it too. Okay, another part of getting plugged in is knowing who your support team is. Together, everyone achieves more. I've also seen it together, everyone achieves miracles. Let your new people know who can they call, who can they count on. Help them fill this out. Or better yet, just give them a copy of the PDF that you have on your computer. This is who your director is. This is who your goal director is. This is who your so that they have at least 5 names. If they are showing somebody, or if they're inviting somebody and they need to do a 3-way conversation, they need to have more than one person to be able to get a hold of. Very important that your people know who they can contact. And then let's get them plugged into the dashboard. Make sure they know their username. Make sure they write down their password. And please, please, please make sure whatever email address they used, they know which email address. How many people here have more than one email address? Put for me a number. If you have 3 email addresses, show us in the chat how many different email addresses you have. Some people have 5, some people, whoa, okay, Nico says 12. Okay, 5, 3. So it's easy to get confused, and it's easy to forget things. You can see the numbers of email addresses people have. So have them write it down. Have them write it down right on that page in their Gold Rush brochure, their Gold Rush training guide, so that if they do forget and they have to do a password reset, they know which email address they go to for that link that the company is going to send them, and not, oops, I deactivated that email address last week, okay? And then, of course, the profit cards and the discount cards. They come in your kits for our new partners who maybe don't have a kit yet. And this is a way for you to pay it forward and help your new partners save a little bit of money. The 3% card, they enter the code on the back, and it allows them to save 3% on all of their gold purchases for a full year. And then the 100 euro bonus card, that helps them save 100 euro on the price of a VIP package and up. So those are very valuable gifts that we can give our new partners. And for the new partners, if you haven't received one of those yet from your sponsor or your director, ask them, hey, I heard Friday on the training, I want to get on Auto Exchange, but I don't have a 3% discount card. Ask your sponsor or your director for one, and they'll make sure you get it. Okay. Another part of getting plugged in is this meeting right here, this what you're doing right here, this tonight. I love the predictability of this team. I love that I can count, I can set my calendar to the meetings. I love that I can say, make sure you're free Monday night, because that's we call it a team huddle meeting. It's really a staff meeting. If you're going to build this business, if you're going to be successful, if you're going to have a traditional company, would you skip the staff meeting? Would you fire somebody who skipped your staff meeting? Make sure you're at the staff meetings. Wednesday, the presentation. Every Wednesday at 9 p.m. Eastern. Make sure you bring your new people, and we walk them through. Control equals income again. Make sure you walk them through. Call them up. Hey, go to this site. What do you see? Click on this. Hand walk your new people through. My sponsor did that with me, and it made all the difference in the world. And as you are all aware, the cutoff for the Carrot Bars Week just happened a couple hours ago, and that's the 6 p.m. Eastern on Friday, the red block you see on your screen. And then now here we are on the blue block, the live Gold Rush training. How am I doing so far, guys? Are you enjoying this? No? Thank you, Nikos. I appreciate it. Okay. Now, getting plugged in also includes the Mac system. Who here has the Mac? If you have a Mac account and you use the Mac regularly, type it in for us, MAC in the chat. Okay. Nikos, Bronze Director Christine, Gold Director Elite 3, Priska. What is your favorite part about the Mac? What do you guys love about the Mac? For our new affiliates, why do they need the Mac? What is your new Mac? Go. Busy, great. You can put people on a drip campaign. and the emails go out every so often. You watch it, you want it. Simplicity of sending emails. Wendell, the autoresponders. Yes, it is a fabulous tool, and they give you a Gold Rush Fever, ladies and gentlemen, a free 30-day trial. So you can try before you buy. And I tried it, and when I got my free account, within 2 days, I'm like, okay, I don't care how much this costs, I'm keeping it. So yes, and yes, very important. Good point, Priska. It keeps you, because it always knows who you contacted. It tells you when somebody visits your site. It tells you when somebody has watched your video. And you don't have to tell them, but you can just say, hey, how you doing? You can just happen to randomly call them 5 minutes after they finished watching your video. It is fabulous. Okay, getting plugged in includes several additional resources. Sponsors and directors. Make sure that you are putting your new partners on the official Synergy Gold Facebook page. Have them, you need to add them, and then it will be approved. And then once it's approved, you can welcome them on the page and let them see the love, and let them see how we work as a team. You want to go to YouTube and subscribe to the official Synergy Gold Group YouTube channel. Very important. There's videos there, there's training videos, there's tutorials, all kinds of really good resources there. Make sure you subscribe to the official Karatbars International YouTube channel. How many people here are on the Karatbars channel and have watched some of those videos that have recently been put out by corporate? Do you not just love those new tutorials? I mean, it's great because they took the burden off of us. You can now have your new partners watch the tutorial. It's fabulous. Yes, yes, Gold Director Elite 2, Wendell Tolson. Just today he was watching some of those tutorials. Elvina Parker, give it a try. I highly recommend it. Renee Ferguson, fabulous. Love it, guys. Okay, join the official Karatbars Facebook page. And it is Karatbars International. And then those letters back there, that's German. And that's basically for corporation. That's the German version of it. So make sure you're on that page. And then finally, go friend our CEO and founder, Mr. Harold Seitz. He, at some point, he will have so many friends that Facebook is going to not allow him to have any more friends. But at this point, he can still accept your friend request. So go friend our CEO, Mr. Harold Seitz. And once you're on all 5 of those things, you are plugged in. Now, live events. Events make money. Decisions are made at the live events. I told you a little bit about my story. I had a turning point, I should say. It wasn't an earth-shattering, I'm going to go tear this up. But once I saw it, I said, you know what, I need to do this. So I'm personal testimony of the live events. How many people here have been to a Karatbars live event? And if so, where did you go? Were you at the Atlanta event? Were you in Germany, Vancouver? What events have you been to? Okay, Shelly has been to Atlanta. Bronze Director Christine Nichols, Vancouver. Shelly Barnaby, all right. Germany, Vancouver, Los Angeles. All right, Shelly Barnaby's definitely plugged in. Gold Director Elite 2, Wendell, Germany, LA, Waco. Okay, so there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. The events work. The events are important. So whenever there is a live event and you can humanly get there, please do. And you can find the live events, again, at our one-stop shop, synergygoldgroup.com. The system. The system, the system, the system. The system is the Golden Brick Formula, 113. We talked about that a little bit earlier. That is your basic building block, and it's so amazing. It's brilliant at how simple it is, and people can do that. When you give them big numbers, when you say go out and sponsor, you need 10,000 people to go, let's just say, Ruby, Emerald, whatever, that's a lot of people. But if you say go get 3 people and help them get a package and help them get on auto exchange, and then get another 3, and then get another 3, and it's how do you eat an elephant? One bite at a time. And this is our basic formula, ladies and gentlemen. So you're going to apply the Golden Brick formula to generate your weekly cash flow, your perpetual gold accumulation, and generous incentives from the company, and we'll show those in a minute here. So get free with 113. You're going to get 24 karat gold free. You're going to be financially free, and you're going to have the lifestyle of freedom. Who already has the lifestyle of freedom, or who is on their way to the lifestyle of freedom? If you are there, or if you're on your way, type freedom in the chat box for us. Oh, excuse me, ladies and gentlemen. Woo! It's hard to talk constantly like this. Okay, Wendell's on his way. Nikos, Shelly, I love it. I love it. Yes, this is where we need to be, and this is where we're going, ladies and gentlemen. So, how do I get started? Register for your free gold savings account, which hopefully everybody here already has. We might have a few guests, and if that's the case, after this is over, you're going to want to get back with the person who invited you and have them walk you through it. Again, you're not going to want to do it by yourself. You're going to walk your new guests, walk your partners through it. You're going to choose one affiliate marketing package according to where you're at and according to your income goals. If you want to make an additional, let's say, $300 to $500 a month, then you don't need the top level package. So your sponsor, your director is going to help guide you into what package you should get according to your income goals. You're going to want to set up your auto exchange for a minimum of 1 gram of gold. Again, whether it's weekly or monthly. Weekly will get you there faster. And then find 3 others to do the same. It's just brilliant. Now, for those that do their 113 in 30 days or less, you're going to get this wonderful pin designed by our team. And the way you're going to get it is you're going to go onto the synergygoldgroup.com webpage. And you can see it's highlighted there with the yellow square around it, team recognition. And then you're going to click here if you've qualified. And then you're going to say, I'm 113 qualified, I'm director qualified. You fill out the form, and then you'll receive this beautiful pin in the mail. Isn't that just fabulous? I mean, we really are in the right place at the right time, and we are on a great team. And everybody that's here tonight, make sure before you go to bed tonight, you call your sponsor and say, thank you for introducing this to me. Okay, so what's possible? I'm going to show you some numbers, and this is based on VIP status, which is the top status on the marketing packages, okay? So if you have, as a VIP, if you have 300 people saving 1 gram a week, 1 gram, that's it. You're going to cycle 16 times, and that's DTP, stands for dual team payout, and you're going to make about 15,000 euro per year. And that's not enough to live on. However, I could find a way to spend 15,000 per year. Could you? How about 1,000? If you have 1,000 people on your team saving 1 gram per week, you're going to cycle 53 times, and that's a 50,000 euro payout. Is there anybody in the chat? Is there anybody here tonight that has 1,000 people on their team total? Not necessarily saving 1 gram, but anybody here have over 1,000? Shelly Barnaby does. Priska King does. It is possible. It is possible. Bronze Director Nikos, you're going to get there, Nikos. I have no doubt. Nikos is very close. So that is good point, Shelly. Shelly Rayner says, if they can, I can. Absolutely you can, and I believe in you, girl. How about 10,000 people? If you have 10,000 people saving 1 gram per week, that's 533 dual team payouts. That's €500,000 per year, ladies and gentlemen. Is that not fabulous? Let's give it up. Let's give ourselves a round of applause for that. I mean, that's a lot of money. That's a lot of money. And we can do it. We have people on the team doing it, and we can do it. Let's do it. And as we said, this is pure residual. This doesn't even include any packages. This is just people saving on gold for their own personal savings. Gold Director Elite 3, Priska King, 113 all the way. That's it. That's it. That's it, baby. Thank you. Okay, so let's look at these numbers a different way. Let's look at the 113. And we're going to show what can happen if you just do the 113 and do it repetitively. So your first month, you have your package, you have your auto exchange, and then you help 3 people to do that. So you made about 649 euro, give or take, depending on placement. Your next month, you help those people do it. So you have 3 people plus yourself, all going 113. You have a total of 12 affiliates. You've made about 519. Not sure about that, why that number would be lower. I think we might need to check the slide. But anyways, the following month, you go director, and you're at 4% on the unilevel bonus. You get automated gold savings, and you get added to the Synergy Gold Group leadership group, and you're making about 1,400 euro. And then it just goes on and on from there. And one thing that I have been taught is we work personally at least 3 levels deep. So you sponsor somebody who sponsors somebody who sponsors somebody. That person needs to know who you are and have your phone number and be able to reach out to you at any time, because you want the duplication. We want the system. And the only way to do that is to make sure that everybody gets plugged in. We don't want a bunch of personalities out there. We don't want a bunch of, oh, I'm special because of this. No, because that's not duplicatable. So you want to be duplicatable. You want to get them plugged in. And this is where the magic happens, ladies and gentlemen. So I'm not going to address all those numbers, but let's just look at 12 generations. At the end of the 12th month, assuming that everything works perfectly, and of course we know it doesn't, but if you help go 113 repeatedly for 12 months, you're looking at 9 million euro in income. Now, we know that the numbers aren't going to be perfect. People aren't always going to do what they say they're going to do. Life happens. Some people might get sidetracked for a while. So let's just say, ladies and gentlemen, that you only do 10% of this. So you only do 10%. Where's your numbers? Where's your numbers? That's still a lot of money, okay? So even though it's not going to be perfect, it's still a lot of money. And for those of you that, say, oh, well, I'm not going to bother because I don't want that kind of income, I'll take it, send it to me. Okay, now let's move on to the golden brick wall. And this is something that is going to help you grow. And once you get there, you get recognized. And I just think it's fabulous that we have this kind of recognition. And what that is, it's a wall at corporate headquarters with your individualized golden director card, your image on it, and your name, and you get placed on the wall. And I know we have some golden brick wall qualifiers in the room tonight. If you are on the golden brick wall, please type in GBW for us so that we can recognize you and acknowledge you. Wendell, Priska, nice, nice. How many people are running? If you are running to the golden brick wall, type running. Okay, Shelly Rayner is running. Anybody else? Rennie, nice. Anselmo, corriendo. Hopefully I said that right. Awesome, awesome. So there you have it. You're either there or you're running there, and that's what we want to do. Thank you. Thank you, Anselmo. I appreciate that. Okay, so let's look at some of our incentives. The Rolex, the Mercedes-Benz, and even the villa. These are incentives that the company has put out that you can earn. And we have 2 Rolex winners, if you will, on our team. And one of them is Gold Director Elite 3 Brian Cromley, and the other is Gold Director Elite 3 Nitsa Nakos. I had the privilege of having dinner with Brian one night, and he physically took his Rolex off and handed it to me and told me, put it on, take a picture. I mean, our leaders in this group are just fabulous. They're so humble, and they encourage you and help you. And I wouldn't have even, I mean, he took it off, and I just kind of looked at it from across the table. We have these, and these are available to us. How many people, if you have the choice, would you take the Rolex or the gold? Once you get there, you're going to have a choice. You can take the prize, or you can take the gold. What would you guys choose? Okay, most people are saying gold. All right, and that's certainly a viable option. Laura, I love it. Laura's taking the villa. Fabulous, fabulous. Okay, let's go on. All right, let's launch your business right. First thing we want to do is schedule a PGR. That is your private gold reception. And that is so important to launching your business. If you have been to, or if you have hosted a PGR, please type it in the chat, PGR, for us. Let's see how important those are to the business. Okay, for our new people, there you have it. Okay, PGR is very, very important. What you're going to do is you're going to schedule your PGR within the next 7 to 10 days with your sponsor and director. You're going to build your list. You're going to learn the 3-step success cycle, and you're going to begin inviting. And we're going to talk on each of those points here in a second. So the first thing you want to do is schedule your private gold reception. You set the date. You don't take a poll of your friends and see when everybody's available, because you will pull your hair out trying to find the perfect date. There's no such thing. So you pick something that works for you and your sponsor and your director, and then you start inviting. If you want, you can schedule a second one that people that can't make the first one, you can say, okay, well, if you can't come Thursday, how about Saturday afternoon? So you can do that, but you do not take a poll. You're going to waste your time. You set it, you invite your friends, and those that can come will come. Robin says hers is on Sunday. Wonderful, Robin, wonderful. We're so proud and happy for you. So set the date and then begin inviting. And this is, think of it like this. You suddenly have a gold mine in your backyard, but it's going to go away in a week. You call up your friends and you say, show up, bring a shovel, click. That's the time frame, and that's the sense of urgency that we need to have. You need to get your friends over here so that you can give them the shovel so they can start digging for their own gold. And how do you do it? You're going to download the PGR pack from either your dashboard in the Mac or from mygoldrushtraining.com. And again, the My Gold Rush Training again goes back to synergygoldgroup.com. You can get everything from there, and that will take you to these other places. So you don't have to memorize all these other websites. And thank you, Nikos, and thank you, Ms. Nitsa Nakos, for setting that up and putting all those sites under one umbrella for us. That's a fairly new happening too. So success happens where preparation and purpose meet action. Now we're going to talk about building your list. You decide, how fast do I want to go? How much income do I want to make? We are here to help you achieve your goals. We are not here to push you. We are not here to prod you. We are here to help you with what you tell us you want. So ask yourself, how fast do I want to go? How fast do I want to start earning an income? And you're going to build your list accordingly. If you have a list of 25 to 50 people, that should get you about your first 3 affiliates. If you're really serious and you want to go and build it and create a legacy for your family, you're going to want 150 to 200 people on your list. And that breaks down to, you can see right there, 100 candidates. You'll get 60 invitations. You'll get 40 strong follow-ups. 20 people will actually sign up. Half of them, 10, will be active, and you'll get 5 leaders. And that's what we're looking for, ladies and gentlemen, is 5 leaders. Type it in the chat for me, 5 leaders. Why is that so significant? Because 5 leaders is what it takes to go to the top of the compensation plan here. Thank you, Laura. 5 leaders, that's it. Now, when you're building your list, you want to I'm going to quote Eric Worre here, you want to empty your mind on paper. It doesn't matter if you think they'll do it. It doesn't matter if they're too young to sign up. Empty your mind on paper, put them down, because while you are putting down your, let's say, 17-year-old nephew, you might come to mind his 25-year-old neighbor. And then that person is old enough and is a prospect. So put everybody on paper. It's very, very important. And the physical act of writing, where's my pencil? The physical act of writing with a pencil is actually different than typing it on a computer. Write it down. It uses different muscles. It uses different parts of the brain. Very important. You will help activate that part and get the juices flowing, if you will, and get going. So your top 5, you want your top 25. We want to qualify the list. And what I mean by that is you want the influencers, you want the movers and shakers. So you want the teachers, the coaches, the pastors. You want the 6-figure income earners. You want people in the community that are leaders. You want the mayor. You want the president of the parent teachers organization. Qualify the list. Your top 25, that's who you're going to contact first. You're going to invite them to a local, a national, or even an international event. Invite, invite, invite. Now, how do you invite? You're going to learn the 3-step success cycle. You're going to contact your top 25 within 72 hours, ladies and gentlemen. Very important that this is a compressed time frame. Invite them, invite your local contacts to your PGR, and then people that are out of the area, you can do it on the computer using this format, using the Mac or the goldmoneyintro.com, the 3-step. I'm sure if you haven't seen that, ask your success partner, ask your director. Okay, the 3-way conversation. The 3 steps are invitation, presentation, and 3-way conversation. Very important that you learn this and that you do every step. It's not just for you. It's also for the new person. It's for them to see how simple this is. And when you do this, you do it over and over and over again. If you miss a step, you must go back because you are demonstrating how to do this. And it's so very important. If you don't do this properly, your people won't do this properly. It will not duplicate, and then pretty soon you will have a chaotic and unduplicatable business, and that's going to be unstable, and it's going to make everybody miserable. So again, the system is so important. The system. When you do the invitations, role play with your directors. It's going to be uncomfortable. You're going to trip over your tongue. You're going to be embarrassed. It happens, ladies and gentlemen, but better to be embarrassed with your director who knows you and supports you and is coaching you and doesn't mind if you trip over your tongue, rather than your prospect who thinks, I'm not getting into business with this guy. He's an idiot. So role play, very important. My sponsor, my director, role played with me. There were 3 of us on the phone. I really didn't want to do it, but you know, you get out of your comfort zone for your family, right? And so we role played. We spent about an hour. We went through the invitation about 6 times. Once I got comfortable with it, you know, now I can do it in my sleep. And that's what you want to do. You want to get to the point where you're comfortable with it. How many people here have role played? If you have role played the invitation with your sponsor or with your new partners, put it in the chat, please. Role play. I have role played. I have done this. There you have it, ladies and gentlemen. And for those partners who are new, all those top 5, 6 people to respond, those are all the directors in this company. So if they have role played and they're directors, don't you want to be doing what they're doing? Don't you want to follow their success and their example? Absolutely important. So when you get to the presentation, how are you going to do the presentation? You have 2 choices. You can go to the goldgroup.com, synergygoldgroup.com, and click on, the learn about Carrot Bars. Or if you have the Mac system, you can send them to your Mac landing page. The difference is if you send them to your Mac landing page, the Mac is going to notify you that they have visited your site. The Mac will notify you when they're done watching the video, and it'll tell you how much of it they have watched. Have they watched 39%? Have they watched 99%? So you will know when you call them up. Now, the 3-way conversation comes after they have watched it. And what you're going to do there is you're going to get your director on the phone. And remember, we have at least 5 directors that we can call, 5 of our success partners that we have passed on. And so it's going to look something like this. You're going to briefly make introductions, and you want to edify both parties. And what that basically means is say something nice about them. You're always going to edify the upline first, because you're giving them that respect, you're giving them that honor. So what it's going to sound like is something like, hey, Bronze Director Nikos Vaccaro, I have my good friend Shelly Rayner on the line. Shelly, I want to introduce you to Bronze Director Nikos Vaccaro. He is a Bronze Director with Carrot Bars. He comes from a background of the financial services industry. He's got 15 years as a financial advisor. He loves aviation, and if you're on his Facebook page, you can't go a day without seeing something about airplanes or hang gliders or something like that. He has achieved the rank of Bronze Director and broke a Bronze Director the same month, and he is helping me build my business. Bronze Director Nikos Vaccaro, I want to introduce you to my good friend, Shelly Rayner. I know Shelly from a previous company. She truly has a servant's heart. She and her husband do a lot of volunteer work. She gives and gives and gives. And I knew the day that I met her that I just absolutely fell in love. And I shared this concept with her. She just got done watching the video. Shelly meet Nikos, Nikos meet Shelly, and then zip it. You push the mute button, you go to zipit.com, and that's it. You do not say another word. You let your director handle the conversation. You let your director talk to that person. If you talk at all, you are going to de-edify and derail the conversation. Do not say anything until the director says to you, hey, Vicki, make sure that you send this to Shelly, or okay, well, we're done here. I'm going to hop off the call. Vicki, make sure you do this with Shelly. Do not unmute yourself until you're told to do so, because the person, your new person, will feel like they're being ganged up on, and you have de-edified the director. And if the director is worth his salt, he's probably only going to let you do that once or twice, and then he's not going to do 3-way calls with you anymore. So please, please make sure that you don't do that. Zipit.com. Okay, you're going to take action. And I see that I am taking way too long with this. We're almost at the hour point, so I apologize, ladies and gentlemen. I will pick up the speed. So take action, complete your 113 in 30 days, and you are on your way. Make your list. To reiterate, make your list. Call that list within your first 7 days. You're going to do the invitation question. You're going to presentation, and then you are going to have the 3-way conversation. 25 to 50 will get you your first 3 affiliates. You want to get them ASAP. Okay, we've looked at the funnel. This is what it looks like. 100 candidates will get you 5 leaders. And Bill Britt, for those of you who don't know who he is an Amway millionaire. And he said, there's no secret sauce. I simply showed the plan to 1,200 people. 900 said no, and only 300 signed up. Out of that 300, only 85 did anything at all. And of those 85, only 35 were serious. And of those 35, 11 made me a millionaire. So let me ask you something, ladies and gentlemen. If you knew that it was going to take 1,200 people, if you could be guaranteed, as long as I contact 1,200 people, I will be a millionaire. How many people, how fast could you get through that 1,200? How quickly could you do it? Because that's what it's going to take. And keep track of your numbers. Keep track of 100 a day. I love it, Shell. I love it, Shelly. Okay, keep track of your numbers so that someday we can have a quote like this from you. Control equals income, and you are going to want to step your people through everything. Teach them, hold their hands, help them. Now, if you get a question, you're going to get questions, and if you do, great question. Every question is a great question. What do you do with it? You do not want to answer it. You do not want to attempt to answer it. Even if you know the answer, you don't want to answer it. And here's why. You want to be the message, not the messenger. Okay? When you say, great question, you treat it like it's some hot coals, and you're going to get rid of it, and you're going to toss it up, and you're going to toss it up to your outline success partner, your director. Why do we do that? Because you are showing the new person they don't have to know the answers. Because if they ask you, let's say, 12 questions, and you answer every single one, it's very possible they might be saying in their mind, oh, I could never answer all those. I don't know all that stuff. I don't have time to learn that stuff. And then it intimidates them and they back off. So make sure that you do not answer the question. That's a great question. Let me connect you to somebody who can answer it, or let me send you a resource that will answer it for you. For example, let's say they ask you about the different packages. Don't just start spouting off the packages. You say, great question. Let me send you the brochure, and it has the different package levels in there and what all you get with it. Does that make sense, ladies and gentlemen? Yeah, understand? Do not answer the questions. You pass them up. Yes, Heidi says yes. Thank you. Thank you. So there we have it. This concludes our inaugural version of the Gold Rush training as presented live by Bronze Director Vicki Patterson. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Let's launch your business and get fired up. We're done. Have a great night, everybody. It's been my pleasure to present this, and I will see you next time, sooner or later. Vicki Patterson out.
me